Have you ever heard of the chilling mystery of Elisa Lam's disappearance? This tale begins with Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student embarking on a solo journey to the Golden State, California, in the early days of January 2013. She was a typical young woman, full of dreams and a thirst for adventure. Her trip, however, led her to a place infamous for its dark past, the Cecil Hotel, nestled in the heart of downtown Los Angeles. The history of the Cecil Hotel is no less than a chilling thriller itself, stained with numerous suicides, brutal murders, and eerie connections to notorious serial killers. This grim backdrop set the stage for the baffling disappearance of Elisa Lam. Elisa was last seen alive on the last day of January 2013. Her sudden and unexplained disappearance triggered a massive search operation, with police, friends, and family desperately looking for any clues that might lead them to her. The last known sighting of Elisa was a piece of surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator. The video, which later went viral, showed Elisa in a state of distress, pressing multiple elevator buttons, stepping in and out of the elevator, and seemingly engaging in conversation or gesturing to someone or something not visible in the frame. This video, with its eerie and inexplicable contents, became the focal point of the investigation. It raised more questions than it answered. Why was she pressing all the buttons? Who was she speaking to? Was she under the influence of drugs? Or was there something more sinister at play? The strange behavior exhibited by Elisa in this footage became the starting point of several theories and speculations, both rational and supernatural. The last known footage of her sparked a firestorm of speculation due to her strange behavior in the hotel's elevator. As we delve deeper into this enigma, brace yourself for a journey that blurs the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural, the rational and the irrational, and reality and the world beyond. The most chilling part of this mystery is the viral video of Elisa in the hotel's elevator. In the grainy footage, Elisa Lam is seen entering the elevator, her body language casual yet slightly off-kilter. She pushes multiple buttons on the elevator panel, a curious act that stirs intrigue. The doors, however, remain obstinately open. It's as if the elevator itself is part of this enigma, refusing to function as it should. Then, Elisa steps to the edge of the elevator, peeking out into the hallway as if expecting or fearing someone's arrival. There's a sense of unease, a palpable tension that hangs heavy in the air. She steps back into the elevator, then out again, her movements erratic and unpredictable. It's as though she's playing a strange game of hide-and-seek with a phantom antagonist. The most haunting part is when Elisa begins to gesture and seemingly converse with someone or something just outside the camera's view. Her hands move in odd patterns, her conversation directed at an unseen entity. It's a dance of sorts, a chilling ballet with an invisible partner. She seems to be engaged in a dialogue that we, the viewers, are not privy to. This behavior continues for a few minutes, her actions growing increasingly bizarre and unsettling. The elevator, throughout this entire sequence, remains eerily still, its doors wide open as if frozen in time. Then, as abruptly as it began, the strange episode ends. Elisa walks away, disappearing from the camera's view, leaving behind an empty elevator and a chilling sense of unease. The elevator doors finally close, almost as if released from a spell. This footage, fraught with inexplicable actions and an overarching sense of dread, only deepened the mystery surrounding her disappearance. It's a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit, a chapter in a story where the words are written in a language we can't understand. This footage only deepened the mystery surrounding her disappearance. Nearly 3 weeks after her disappearance, a grim discovery was made. Elisa Lam's body was found in a most unlikely place, one of the Cecil Hotel's water tanks. A maintenance worker responding to guests' complaints about the hotel's water quality stumbled upon this unsettling sight. The discovery sent shockwaves through those following the case and left the authorities scratching their heads in bewilderment. The circumstances surrounding this discovery were as perplexing and eerie as Elisa's behavior in the elevator. The water tanks were located on the roof of the hotel, a place with restricted access. A series of locked doors and a fire escape were the only ways to reach this secluded spot. To add to the enigma, the lids of these tanks weighed in at over 20 pounds, making them difficult to open and seemingly impossible to close from within. How could a young woman, traveling alone, navigate these obstacles and end up in such a grim situation? The logistic challenges of reaching the roof, opening the heavy tank lid, and then resealing it from within seemed to point towards an impossible scenario. Yet there she was, discovered in the very place that logic deemed unlikely. This discovery brought up a chilling question. Was Elisa's death the result of a tragic accident, or was there a more sinister explanation waiting in the shadows? As the news of Elisa's tragic fate spread, it provoked a wave of speculation and theories. Some were grounded in rational thought, while others took a turn towards the supernatural. The Cecil Hotel, with its dark history and reputation, provided an unsettling backdrop to these theories. Suicides, murders, and connections to serial killers were part of the hotel's lore. Could Elisa Lam have become another victim of the Cecil's dark past? Or was her tragic end the result of her own actions? As the investigation into Elisa's death continued, the mystery only deepened. The autopsy report revealed no signs of physical trauma or evidence of foul play. Yet the strange circumstances surrounding her death left many unsatisfied with the official explanations. This discovery only raised more questions than answers. The grisly discovery of Elisa Lam's body in the Cecil Hotel's water tank remains a chilling mystery, a puzzle with pieces that just don't seem to fit. The Cecil Hotel's dark history sparked theories of supernatural involvement in Elisa's demise. The hotel's notorious reputation, marred by suicides, murders, and connections to infamous serial killers, has led many to believe that Elisa's tragic end was influenced by forces beyond the natural realm. The eerie footage of Elisa's erratic behavior in the elevator gave birth to the theory that she may have been interacting with unseen entities or forces. One such theory is rooted in the paranormal. Some speculate that the Cecil Hotel, with its history steeped in death and despair, is a hotbed for ghostly activity. They propose that Elisa might have been driven to her doom by restless spirits residing within the hotel's gloomy walls. Her seemingly nonsensical actions in the elevator, they argue, could have been a reaction to a spectral presence only she could sense. The invisibility cloak theory is another intriguing speculation. This theory suggests that Elisa was not alone in the elevator. Proponents of this idea argue that she was conversing or gesturing to an unseen individual, potentially hidden by some form of invisibility technology. Her frantic pushing of the elevator buttons and stepping in and out of the elevator are seen as attempts to evade this concealed figure. A darker theory suggests a supernatural force took control of Elisa, guiding her actions and ultimately leading her to the water tank. Her seemingly inexplicable journey to the tank, coupled with the hotel's grim past, lends some weight to this chilling theory. Then there's the idea that Elisa was the victim of a curse or hex, possibly linked to the hotel's sinister past. This theory, while less popular, provides a macabre explanation for Elisa's strange behavior and tragic end. Each of these theories, while chilling and captivating, remains purely speculative. No concrete evidence has been found to support the involvement of supernatural forces in Elisa's death. They serve as a testament to our fascination with the unknown, our desire to find answers in the face of inexplicable tragedy. While these theories are fascinating, none have been substantiated. While some speculate about supernatural causes, others point towards more rational explanations. One of the most widely accepted theories for Elisa Lam's perplexing behavior and untimely death revolves around her mental health. Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition characterized by extreme mood swings that include episodes of depression and mania. Could this have been a contributing factor? During a manic episode, a person with bipolar disorder might exhibit high energy, reduced need for sleep, and erratic behavior. Some experts suggest that Elisa may have been experiencing such an episode during her time in the elevator. The pressing of multiple buttons, the seemingly aimless stepping in and out, and the apparent conversation with an unseen entity could all be manifestations of a severe manic episode. Furthermore, during these episodes, a person's judgment can be severely impaired, leading them to take risks or engage in activities that they wouldn't usually consider. This could potentially explain how Elisa ended up in the hotel's water tank, a place she would not have normally accessed. Yet, this rational explanation is not without its challenges. Firstly, bipolar disorder, though it affects a person's mood and behavior, does not typically lead to hallucinations. Conversing with an unseen entity, as Elisa seemed to be doing, is more commonly associated with conditions like schizophrenia. Secondly, the physical logistics of accessing the water tanks still remain a mystery. The tanks were housed in a restricted area, and the lids were heavy, requiring considerable strength to open. Could Elisa, in the midst of a manic episode, have overcome these obstacles? In the end, the bipolar disorder theory provides some answers, but also raises new questions. It offers a plausible explanation for Elisa's behavior in the elevator, but it struggles to account for the physical realities of her death. While this theory is plausible, it still doesn't fully explain the bizarre circumstances surrounding her death. Despite all the theories and speculations, the official cause of Elisa's death was deemed an accidental drowning. This conclusion comes directly from the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, the authority responsible for investigating deaths of this nature. They ruled out foul play, citing no evidence of physical trauma on Elisa's body. This finding, however, did little to quell the storm of speculation and conjecture that surrounded this case. The coroner's report also revealed another significant detail. Elisa Lam had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a mental health condition characterized by extreme mood swings that include episodes of depression and mania. This diagnosis was confirmed by both the officials and her family. The coroner's office considered this to be a significant factor in her death, suggesting that her erratic behavior in the elevator video might have been a manifestation of a severe episode. But the mysteries don't end there. One of the most perplexing aspects of this case was how Elisa ended up in the water tank in the first place. These tanks are not easily accessible. They're located on the hotel's roof, behind a locked door and an alarm system. Furthermore, the tanks themselves are heavy and difficult to open, especially for a young woman of Elisa's size. Yet no drugs or alcohol were found in her system that might have given her an unnatural boost of strength. This raises more questions than it answers. How did Elisa bypass the hotel's security measures? How did she manage to open the heavy lid of the water tank? And perhaps most importantly, why? Even with this official stance, many remain skeptical and continue to question the circumstances of Elisa's death. The lack of conclusive evidence has led to a multitude of theories, some rational, others veering into the realm of the supernatural. And while the official cause of death is listed as an accidental drowning, the enigma of Elisa Lam's final moments continues to captivate and mystify us to this day. Elisa Lam's mysterious death has left an indelible mark on popular culture. Her story, cloaked in ambiguity, has stirred the imaginations of creators across various mediums, becoming a source of inspiration for television shows, documentaries, and films. It's not just the chilling circumstances of her disappearance and death that capture the imagination, but the enigmatic elevator video that continues to perplex us all. Television series like American Horror Story Hotel have drawn clear inspiration from Lam's story, with plotlines echoing the eerie circumstances of her case. The documentary Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel delves deep into the mystery, exploring all the theories surrounding her death. Even the silver screen has been touched by Lam's story, with the horror movie Dark Water eerily mirroring her case. But it's not just in the realm of fiction where Lam's influence is felt. Her story has significantly impacted the true crime community, stirring a wave of armchair detectives dedicated to uncovering the truth. Online forums are filled with discussions, debates, and speculations about the case, each thread trying to unravel the mystery of what happened in that fateful January of 2013. The fascination with Elisa Lam's story goes beyond the desire to solve a mystery. It's the blurring of reality and the paranormal that captivates us. The Cecil Hotel, with its dark history, is a character in its own right. The supernatural theories, the inexplicable elevator footage, and the chilling discovery of Lam's body all contribute to this narrative that feels more akin to a ghost story than a true crime case. Her story has become a cultural phenomenon, a modern-day cautionary tale that warns us about the dangers of the unknown and the unexplored. It has sparked conversations about mental health, travel safety, and the need for empathy in the face of tragedy. Elisa Lam's story continues to haunt us, a modern-day ghost story that leaves us questioning the boundaries between reality and the unknown. Despite the passage of time, the mystery of Elisa Lam's death remains unresolved. A young life cut short, a haunting elevator video, an inexplicable discovery in a water tank, and a hotel with a dark past. These elements combine to create a story that keeps us intrigued and perplexed. Elisa's story begins with her mysterious disappearance from the infamous Cecil Hotel, a place riddled with its own tales of horror and despair. A viral elevator video captures her final moments, her erratic behavior sparking a myriad of theories. From supernatural speculation suggesting unseen forces at play to rational explanations pointing towards her diagnosed bipolar disorder, the enigma around her behavior remains. The gruesome discovery of her body in a hotel water tank adds another layer of bafflement. The restricted access and the heavy lids of these tanks make it puzzling how she ended up there. This perplexity fuels the fire of conspiracy theories, from the chilling idea of supernatural forces guiding her actions to the invisibility cloak theory, suggesting an unseen follower. While the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office ruled her death as an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a significant factor, skeptics question this conclusion. With no drugs or alcohol in her system and no signs of physical trauma, the circumstances of her death remain unexplained, fostering the persistence of more sinister theories. Elisa Lam's story transcends beyond her tragic end. It has seeped into our culture, inspiring episodes of television shows, documentaries, and films. It has become a modern-day ghost story, a source of horror and fascination, blurring the lines between reality and the paranormal. The interest and investigation into her case continue to this day. The unresolved mystery of Elisa Lam's death keeps us questioning, keeps us searching, and most importantly, keeps her memory alive. As we delve deeper into the mystery of Elisa Lam, we are left with more questions than answers, keeping us forever intrigued by this chilling tale.